Our family business is about advocating for the vulnerable when they cannot advocate for themselves. It's more than just a part of our business. It's a part of our family. It's our family's mission. It's who we are. It's who I am and what I'm about. The thing that shaped me growing up for entrepreneurship was that I grew up on a farm in southwestern Oklahoma, a wheat farm, where my dad was a farmer, but he was very creative. Wasn't educated, but very smart and very innovative. He was always thinking outside the box and was a dreamer and a schemer, and he instilled that in us. My dad paid us instead of with money when we worked on the farm with baby calves. We bought and sold baby calves. He took us to the bank and we borrowed money to buy more baby calves from the time we were 12 years old. So by the time we were in college, we paid for our whole college with our cattle money. Hi, I'm Jerry Browder. I'm the founder of a company called Signet Health Corporation. I started the company 26 years ago. It's a family business. All three of my adult children work with me in the business. Our business is mission focused. Our mission is to advocate for the vulnerable when they cannot advocate for themselves. We manage psychiatric programs for general hospitals in about 100 locations in 30 states. As an entrepreneur, one of the hardest seasons was a period during the mid-2000s when year after year, month after month, week after week, it was difficult for us to make payroll. Our business was growing, but it was a struggle. In fact, there were actually years that we went where every other week when payday came, we would print the family's paychecks out on paper. Everyone else was paid electronically across the country, but the family members' paychecks were printed out on paper. And it's pretty hard as an entrepreneur, as a father, to tell your children that they are going to have to hold their check until there's more money to cover the payroll for their check. And so that was hard times, very hard times. We've always been mission focused, and so resilience has always been a necessary and an important part of what we do, but we've always had in mind and had clarity about what our mission was. And therefore, even when it was difficult, we knew what we were doing mattered. 30 to 70%, depending on the location of our patients, would take their own life if they had the opportunity to do so. And so what we do really matters in the world. We get to do something really important that we believe is important to the creator and sustainer of life itself. For businesses just to sell more widgets than last year or to be a little bit more efficient will never move the needle very much. No entrepreneur is going to achieve great scaling by just selling more and doing more than they've done in the past, unless they'll wear themselves out, playing not incrementally, but outside the incremental addition or progression of your business. Thinking outside the box, thinking beyond the primary purposes and focus of the business, how you can make the business more than it is. I have always been really ambitious. I am 72 years old, and at this stage in my life, I'm more ambitious than ever before. I really resonate with what Dan Sullivan says. As I get older, I'm just more and more ambitious. And so Strategic Coach has just been a contributor to feed and to support the ambition that I have. I found Strategic Coach from a colleague of mine, a fellow CEO who had been in Strategic Coach for a number of years, and he recommended it for me and said that I would really enjoy it, and I really have. I've been involved in Strategic Coach for just completed my 4th year, and it's been life-changing. It's been great. If I was to give one bit of advice to an entrepreneur, it would be to never give up. To never give up. There's always new opportunities at the end of what feels like a failure. Failure is the last step in what typically is pretty miserable in business. But failure is also the first step in turning the corner in what happens next. And I can think back over my life and my career in things that didn't turn out well, that ended up in what most people would call failures. And they were without exception followed by greater success than ever before.